In this video, we're going to find out what we could expect for the overall crypto market, because yes, we saw that Bitcoin came all the way back down to the 97,700 US dollars, and we saw this perfect bounce at this downward sloping trend. And yes, I told you in my free Telegram group that the market is confusing right now. Despite the bullish headlines and bullish patterns, people are fearful, and discussions of a cycle top have amplified. But don't get caught up in the noise. Buy the dip. And yes guys, if you would have bought the dip all the way down here like major entities are doing, we're going to look at these major entities that are buying exactly here. We're going to look at all of the trades that we opened in my free signal group exactly at the bottom. And yes, we're going to find out which altcoins you should accumulate. Yes, we're going to look at the secret crypto buy list. So if you want to find out more and if you want to be profitable during this crypto bull run, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe, and welcome back to Be for Crypto. Before we're going to look at the charts, we're going to go over to the news. But guys, keep in mind, I have a new channel sponsor called Phemex. So sign up to Phemex. The first 5 people who are going to sign up, I'm going to choose 2 lucky winners who are both going to win 50 US dollars. So guys, make sure to use the link in the video description below to get this major giveaway. But yes, if you want to trade without any KYC, sign up to BloFin, where you receive a major deposit bonus. But ultimately guys, now is the time to really buy the dip and to get into these long positions, because yes, we opened this trade on SUI, we're in a major profit of 76%, but we also opened this trade on Jupiter, which saw a major pump towards the upside. And yes guys, we're going to take profit all the way at the previous swing high. But ultimately guys, we also went long on Solana, and yes, we are already up 37% on Solana. So if you want to copy all of my trades, make sure to be in my free Telegram group, where you'll find all the information how to join my free signal group, and you always stay up to date what is happening in the overall crypto market. So let's go over to the crypto bubbles, because yes, on the daily crypto bubbles, you can see that you're getting all of these projects at a major discount. And yes, these are all the projects that we've been talking about on this channel. So guys, now it's time to accumulate all of these projects. But at the end of the video, we're going to look at the secret buy list. But first of all, we're going to find out who bought the dip. And yes, once again, buy the dip like Sailor. Breaking, MicroStrategy buys another 10,107 Bitcoin for 1.5 billion. Yes guys, Michael Saylor has been buying each and every Monday. This means dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. It doesn't matter where the price is, he's just accumulating, because ultimately guys, I've been telling you on the daily chart that this is just a major accumulation phase, and all these major entities, they're just pushing the price up and down, so that all these weak hands are going to sell all the way up here so that they can accumulate all the way down here. And even if the price comes once again under the 100,000 US dollars and comes all the way to the 100 moving average on the daily chart, being perfectly the range low, and also my worst case where we saw this major dump towards the downside, where I told you exactly here that if we're going to break this range low, that this is going to be a fast move with a fast recovery. But ultimately guys, this still looks extremely bullish, because we can see that the price movement from the perfect bottom exactly at the range low, we saw a higher high in comparison to the previous ones. And yes, we even formed a new all-time high. So this would just be a higher low exactly here. And this would still mean that Bitcoin and the overall crypto market is still in this bullish trajectory. And yes guys, the altcoins went down even worse. But guys, this is just a major discount that you're going to get in this major accumulation phase. So let's go over to the next news. Because yes, we could expect some volatility within this week, because on the 29th of January, we're going to see the next FOMC meeting and the next rate decision. Are we going to see that we're going to get a rate cut from the Federal Reserve? Yes, this is going to be the first FOMC meeting after Donald Trump is president. But ultimately guys, are we going to see a hawkish or even a dovish tone from Fed Jerome Powell? This is really going to be important. But overall guys, yes, I don't like economic data. Ultimately, we are going to see some volatility exactly within the zone in 2 days. The price movement could go up just before the FOMC meeting and dump during the FOMC meeting, or vice versa, that the price movement is going to dump and during the FOMC meeting from a bullish tone we could expect a major pump. But ultimately guys, it doesn't matter where the price is going to be in the immediate short term. Now's the time to accumulate in this major accumulation phase. And yes guys, we're going to look at the lower time frames of Bitcoin before we're going to look at the secret list. And on the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, yes, we've looked at the symmetrical triangle. Yes, we broke towards the downside, but ultimately, guys, we can see that the price movement on the 4-hour chart came all the way back down into this major support box. Yes, this yellow box that we've been drawing in from all these wicks that we got towards the downside, and it perfectly lined up with the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. So this is a perfect bounce, but in the immediate short term, we could expect that Bitcoin is going to form a higher low exactly here, a double bottom, before we could expect this price movement to go even higher. But keep in mind, Bitcoin could also see a major pump towards the upside, coming once again over the 13 moving average and the 15 moving average, being all the way at the levels of 104,000 US dollars, because we are seeing a lot of buying pressure from MicroStrategy. And yes, at the moment, the fundamental values and the pro-crypto government is extremely bullish. So ultimately, guys, you should be accumulating Bitcoin, and not only Bitcoin, you should also accumulate Solana, because this looks extremely bullish. Yes, we've looked at the symmetrical triangle, we saw this break down, but this is not going to be the end of the world, because ultimately on the 4-hour chart for Solana, we saw this perfect bounce at the 100 moving average being perfect support. So ultimately, guys, once we're going to break this downward sloping trend, which is going to be our next major resistance point for Solana, all the way at the levels of $250, which also is a psychological price target. And also we can see the 50 moving average perfectly lines up with this downward sloping trend. If we're going to break this level, guys, we could expect that Solana is going to see a major push towards the upside. Yes, Solana has a major narrative within this bull cycle. We're going to look at a lot of narratives, but most importantly, guys, with all these meme coins and the Trump meme coin being launched on the Solana network, this is going to mean that we could expect a major price increase for the price movement of Solana. And once again, this is just a manipulation to get all the weak hands out, so that all these major corporations can accumulate Solana exactly at these levels, round about the $220. So yes, guys, you need to wake up and accumulate during this major accumulation phase before we could expect this major breakout, not only for Bitcoin and Solana and the coins that we have been talking about on this channel. We're going to look at the secret list. Because yes, we've got some bullish news. Eric Trump teases with zero tax on made in USA crypto, aims to boost American blockchain industry. This is going to be a major case, and yes, I do believe this is going to be a major narrative within this bull cycle, made in USA crypto. And that's why we're going to look at the secret list, which altcoins you should accumulate. First of all, we're going to look at these circles. These are all the coins in this blue circle that the Grayscale Trust accumulates: Tau, Optimism, Sui, Filecoin, BAT, and so on, and Ethereum, Aave, Bitcoin, Link, which we have talked about with real world assets, that this is going to be a major narrative within this bull cycle. But we can also see this green circle is the Coinbase 50 index. And yes, Coinbase being a major entity in the US, accumulating all of these coins and actually buying them for their index is extremely bullish. But yes, we can see that World Liberty Financial, which is actually the company of Donald Trump, they're accumulating Link, ETH, Aave, Bitcoin, ENA, TRX, and also Ondo, which also is a major narrative within the real world assets. But ultimately, guys, this red circle is going to be extremely important, made in USA coins. So if you're going to set up your portfolio according to all of these circles, I wouldn't buy all of these coins, but with a good portfolio, you're going to make some major profits. Because if we're going to see that these made in USA coins are really going to be a driving narrative, you have once again the opportunity to buy at these major accumulation phases. Yes, in the next video, I'm going to give you from the secret buy list, I'm going to give you the 10 best coins, which I'm going to accumulate from all these different cryptocurrencies for the upcoming bull cycle. So if you always want to stay up to date, guys, make sure to be my free Telegram group where I'll post this list and you can find out all of the coins that I'm accumulating for this major next push towards the upside. And keep in mind, if you want to copy all of my trades, like the trade on Solana, which we made exactly here, where everybody was extremely fearful this morning, we opened a trade on Solana round about the $227 level, and we earned some major profits. Yes, we're going to drag our stop loss in profit. So this means we can't lose on the Solana trade. So let's go over to Jupiter, because ultimately guys, we saw this fast move directly after we opened this trade round about the levels of 96 cents. So yes, you had the opportunity to buy Jupiter under $1 where we saw this dump this morning. So that's why I told you in my free Telegram group, buy the dip, because ultimately guys, now's the time to accumulate, and once again we're going to drag our stop loss way in profit, so we're not going to lose on this trade. If the price movement is going to come all the way back down, yes guys, we could expect a small consolidation, and remember, we could expect some major volatility on the 29th, but ultimately guys, the overall crypto market is extremely bullish. And that's why we also opened this trade on SUI, because on the 4-hour chart, if we're going to zoom out, we had these fast moves towards downside exactly here. And yes guys, if you're seeing the price movement comes down in a fast move, you can accumulate all the way at these major range lows, because we can see here is a lot of support and a lot of buyers are buying this coin exactly at these fearful moments. And this is exactly what you should be doing on the spot market, or even by opening a leverage trade. And if you want to trade all of these moves on Phemex, guys, sign up to Phemex where you receive a major deposit bonus, and one of the first signups who are actually going to deposit and trade over on Phemex, I'm going to choose 2 lucky winners who are each going to win $50. But if you want to trade without KYC, make sure to sign up to BloFin. But most importantly guys, this is a major discount for all of these cryptocurrencies at the moment. So don't waste any time and make sure to be for crypto. Smash up the like button and subscribe, because this move towards the upside is once again going to catch a lot of people off guard. So wake up now, accumulate, buy the dip, and we see each other in the next video.